Good morning, friends. Today we are going to continue the next part of the unit 2 of the analytical chemistry, that is nothing but a complex symmetric titration. What is the complex symmetric titration? First of all, we have to focus this part. Complex symmetric titrations are those titration in which a soluble, unsaturated, stoichiometric complex is formed during the addition of titrant to the sample solution. Means you should know what is the complex symmetric titration. The titration which involves the formation of the complex after the addition of the titrant to the sample solution. The some important terms used in the complex symmetric titrations are here. Complex ion, it is nothing but the entity or moiety in which the metal atom or ion is coordinately bonded to one or more electron donating groups. Ligands, the molecular ion which donate at least one lone pair of electron to the suitable acceptor, metal atom or ion, forming the coordinate bond. Stability constant, the equilibrium constant obtained using the law of mass action during the formation of the complex from a metal and a ligand is called as the stability constant of the complex. It is a measure of strength of the coordinate bond form. It indicates the extent to which a particular complexation reaction can proceed. These important terms are there. What is a coordinate bond? Sometime that question may come for the Viva. What is a coordinate bond? Coordinate bond is nothing but the bond formed after the sharing of the lone pair of electron by the ligand to the central metal atom. Then complex ion that we have seen, complex symmetric titration definition is very simple. The titration in which a soluble unsaturated stoichiometric complex is formed by addition of the titrant to the sample solution. Then complex ions is nothing but a moiety or entity in which a metal atom or the ion is coordinately bonded to the one or that is a more electron donating groups. Ligand is nothing but a molecule that basic term should know because it's required, it's useful in the MCQ purpose of the ligand is nothing but the molecular ion which donates at least one lone pair of electron to the suitable acceptor, that is nothing but a metal atom or say ion, forming the coordinate bond. What is the stability constant? That is nothing but the equilibrium constant that is obtained by using the LOMA. LOMA is nothing but a law of mass action during the formation of the complex from a metal and a ligand is called as the stability constant of the complex. It measures the strength of the coordinate bond form and it indicates the extent to which the particular complex reaction can proceed. These are the certain terms. Then instability constant, it is a reciprocal of the stability constant. Smaller the value of the instability constant, lesser the tendency of complex to break and higher is the stability. These are the some terms that can be used in terms of the complex symmetric titration. You have to remember these terms. Which terms we have seen? First of all, we have seen the definition of the complex symmetric titration. Then we have seen the definition of the complex ion. I said one more definition, that is a coordinate bond. What is called as a coordinate bond? The bond formed by the sharing of the lone pair of electron by the ligand to the central metal atom or the ion is called as a coordinate bond. Got this point? Then complex ion we have seen. Then ligand. Then stability constant and the instability constant. These are the important terms that are used during this particular complex symmetric titration. Now we have to construct the titration curve. For this purpose, we have taken this metal atom or say metal ion M and coordinated ligand L. Here metal is having tendency to form the 4 bonds. N is equal to 4 given, coordination number is given 4. See here, M plus L gives you the Ml and the stability constant K is equal to concentration of Ml. Applied the law of mass action, then concentration of product divided by the concentration of reactant. That is in the form of this particular, you can write the stability constant. Similarly, M plus 2B gives the Mb2, that is B is the bidentate ligand that is taken. Therefore, the formation constant can be given by K1, K2. First of all, 1 M plus B gives you MB. MB plus B gives you the MB plus 2. For this purpose, K1 and K2 will be the that stability constant, also you can call it as a formation constant also. And overall formation constant will nothing but a sum of these two. Overall is nothing but a K1 into K2, and it becomes the simple complex with the metal ligand is 1:1 proportion, that is ml/2 1:1 at 298 Kelvin. Formation constant 10⁻²0. Consider the titration of the 10 cm cube of the 0.01 molar calcium 2 plus solution buffered at pH is equal to 10 with 0.01 molar EDTA. Calcium plus EDTA is, you know, the multi-dilutant ligand, that's why Y4 minus is written there. Ca2 plus plus Y4 minus, that will give you CaY2 minus. Start of titration, you know, during the start of the titration there will be the calcium 2 plus will be concentration 0.01. Therefore the negative P calcium is equal to negative log to the base 10 of the concentration of calcium, thus P calcium is a 2. Then after the addition of the 1 cm cube of the titrant, what will happen? 1 cm cube of the titrant, what will be the concentration? 9 cm cube into 0.00 divided by 11, that is 0.008. You can put in that in, you get the P calcium is a 2.09. At the equivalence point, what will happen? 0.005 molar will be there, and you will get the Cu2 plus Y4 minus will gives you the KMY is equal to that particular thing, and Cu2 plus is equal to Cy. At equivalence point, what will happen? As you know, this Ca2 plus plus Y4 minus, they will form the CaY2 minus, right? Therefore KMY is equal to CaY2 minus divided by Cu2 plus plus Ca2 plus plus Y4 minus, that will give you the CaY2 minus. Here KMY is equal to CaY2 minus divided by Ca2 plus into Cy. KMY is equal to 1.8 into 10 raised to 10, but Ca2 plus is equal to Cay. Cay2 minus is equal to 10 into 0.01 divided by 20, that is 0.05 molar. Therefore 1.8 into 0.05, and there will be the concentration of calcium will nothing but the 5.27 into 10 raised to minus 7. Then PCA is equal to minus log, that will be the 6.28. After the equivalence point, that is 11 cm cube of 0.01 molar added at that time, Cy will be the 1 into 0.01 divided by 21 is equal to 476 into 10 raised to minus 4. Cy2 minus, then you can calculate by using the same formula, 10 into 0.1 divided by 21. KMY will nothing but, you have to substitute all these values in this equation, you will get to calculate a concentration of Ca2 plus, and that PCA will be the 9.25. When we plot this graph, volume of this EDTA added versus the PCA, you will get the S-shaped curve, increasing that particular concentration of this. You got this point, particularly construction of the titration curve for the complex symmetric titration. Here the general has been shown, then we have taken the example of the calcium complex with the EDTA, calcium EDTA complex. For this purpose we have taken in general Ca2 plus Y4 minus gives you the CaY2 minus. First of all, start of the titration. At that time, you know, there is a concentration of calcium 2 plus is 0.01. After the addition of the 1 cm cube of the titrant, at that time what will be the concentration that we have calculated? 9 cm cube will left, that 9 cm cube into 0.01 divided by 11, that is a 0.082 is the constant. Then at the equivalence point we have come. At the equivalent point, you know, the concentration of the calcium will be the 0.005, right? But at equilibrium, what will happen? At the equivalence point, Ca2 plus Y4, they will form the complex completely with that particular thing. Therefore, that concentration of that Ca2 plus will not be there. CaY2 minus will be there. That is the concentration of the Ca2. That particular moiety will be there. Then Ca2 plus will be calculated by knowing the value of KMY and Cy. Here Ca plus and Cy both are the same. Therefore, Ca2 plus square will be equal to that value will come, and Ca2 plus, then Ca will take the under root of this, then you can take the negative log to the base of this value, you will get the PCA. This is the 6.28. Remember these values, please don't forget. Then after the equivalence point, you know, there will be the 11 cm cube of this particular 0.01 molar EDTA solution. At that time, Cy will nothing but the 1 into 0.01 divided by 21. Okay, then what will happen? This value you got. Then CaY2 minus will nothing but the 10 into 0.01 divided by 21, because that complex will be the same, na? 10 cm cube is only there. Therefore, you can put these values in this formula. KMY we already know. Then we will get the value of the Ca2 plus. Ca2 plus, you can take the PCA, that is a 9.25. When you plot this graph, you can see the increasing value of this PCA. This is the nature of the titration curve for the complexometric titration. Got this point? Then use of EDTA as a titrant. Why EDTA is used as a titrant during the complexometric titration? First of all, ethylene. What is the EDTA? EDTA is nothing but the ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, which is commonly termed as, or say referred as, EDTA. EDTA is a polydentate ligand which forms stable chelates with the metal. It is widely used titrant in the complexometric titration. It is a tetraprotic and represented as H4Y. Its structure is given. See, ethylene diamine, tetraacetic acid, CH2COOH, 4 CH2COH should be there at the to add 1 nitrogen. Then the acid from the EDTA is sparingly soluble in water, hence disodium salt of the EDTA is used. 2H will replace by the Na in the complexometric titration. EDTA titration are carried out in buffered solution of the metal ions to be estimated. Then how this EDTA solution will standardize? This can be standardized using the standard zinc 2 plus solution. Prepare out 10 cm cube of the standard zinc 2 plus solution in the conical flask and add 10 cm cube of distilled water. Adjust the pH of the solution by adding the pH of buffer 10 buffer solution. Then add a few drops of the erythrum black to indicator. Titrate the standard zinc 2 plus solution with the given solution of EDTA till the color of the solution changes from wine red to blue. The exact calculation of EDTA can be calculated using the volume of EDTA used and the stoichiometric involved in that. Mn plus Y4 minus, that will give you the Mn, My n minus 4, that Kmy, that is nothing but Kmy is equal to absolute constant, or say formation constant. Thank you.